What's going on YouTube? We're going to be going over a play that I had. I'm going to be trying to switch up a little bit. I just played this game. It will make me a little bit better so I can concentrate in the game so I don't have to like talk as I'm playing. Hopefully I can try it this way. If you guys do like it this way, please. Yeah, we tried out on a 4-person map. EVZ, I mean, I lied. Got why we're shut. We go. Turn off these or great. That can't be lucky. I think I had a hard time scouting and couldn't not figure out where he spawned. I know the corners of the map, but just couldn't figure out the path to get there. That will come as I get home. Certainly did hurt me. But I started up. Open this game, I actually started with a Forge Fast expansion. I won't normally do that, Aaron or Kotos, because quickly, Derek always likes to end early on anyway. But I'm not sure when exactly this guy did, because his timing, mine was a little bit different. I'll knock my mic over here. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, it looks like he went for a pretty decent spawning pool timing. He looks like he went to get some static defenses too. Yeah, like I said, I started out with a pretty fast. Well, you can consider this a Forge Fast expand, but I actually put up a cannon just for a little bit of initiative defense because I couldn't figure out what he was doing. I couldn't find him. Look at me down here, looking like a dumbass. You know, I couldn't find him, so I couldn't tell if he was sending lings across the map yet. Because look, his spawning pool was done, but is yet to build any Zerglings. And his Ovi is getting ready to scout. I have absolutely nothing in my base as of right now. But here I go with this expansion rate. Oh yeah, actually identical timing. Wow. Interesting. Oh yeah, because I did scout. Okay, yeah. I did scout over here just to figure out he expanded too. So that gave me a little bit more confidence in this build, realizing that he's not going to have any units to attack me with early on. So it was like, hey, it's going to be a long game, you know. I'm not very good at them, so try and get better and work on that. So it looks like I had a gasp earlier than him, so I'm not going to have Zergling speed for a while, actually. If I do scout this hatchery, I think I do have to go up the ramp. Yeah, I do. Figure out what's going on. But, lo and behold, there's a sunken colony. But, I didn't really see much other than that second macro hatch going down, so I was like, hey, even better. It's not going to attack me for a while. Build up the economy, and, you know, drag this game out as long as possible. Work on that late game. Now, what I went on later on in this game, I went to a build that I actually liked when I was younger. It was basically, it's nice and basic too, so I mean, whatever. Don't make fun of me for it. But it was a Zealot Leg Dragoon range with High Templars, a few Dark Templars, and an Armator. Now that actually proved out to be a pretty smart move on my part after I scouted what he was doing. Later on in this game, you'll see that as it comes, obviously, but now what I did not realize is this Overlord was here, chilling, you know. Oh shit. You know, just chilling there. Wow, he looks ugly as hell. Wow, I did not know you could do that. Anyway. I did not know he was just sitting up there chilling, you know, scouting everything he was doing. Falling off, kind of. So I'd do eventually take that out. So I got my natural all saturated minus the gas, you know. Looks like he was just turtling. Like, not many units at all to fight with. You know, I could have rushed and attacked him early on, but who likes doing that anyway? Fuck that. I did put this pylon up here just to make sure nothing going on up here, no shenanigans. At this point, I have no units built as well. Like, you know, I scouted him. He didn't have anything going on. He just kept piling on the street colonies to expand this street. Now, what's different between this and Starcraft 2 is you can have a creep tumor instead of wasting minerals to expand a creep. Although it does look like this expands way quicker than a creep Starcraft 2. Wow, that's impressive. But then again, he has to. That's unnecessary resources. Then early on, in my opinion, because just that's 150 minerals just gone like that. When those could have been drones, more zerglings, building a Hydra den or something. Already had that. I lied. But here I am starting to find out, trying to pump out units here. Getting my +1 weapons upgrade. I'm zealot speed here. Well, and I needed to find out what he was doing, so I was getting observers ready to go out. Dragoon is having a lot of fun. Can't touch your skin. Sorry, I did not mean to give you AIDS. He's starting to pump out these hydraulics pretty consistently now. He doesn't have an Evo chamber, which kind of shocks me at this point. I mean, at this point, I was having free reign and upgrading ahead of him. I have +1 coming up right now. He doesn't even have an Evo chamber. Yeah, my timing's pretty damn good, you guys have to admit that. Come on. At this point, we don't have a third base between two of us. Okay. This is where I started to get Corsairs to Corsairs to harass the overlords. Didn't really turn out too successful for me because I'm not very good at multitasking between 3 or 4 different things on this game yet. But I'm working on that as well. So I can't believe these Dragoons did not see. Huh. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, see. Instead of that. Yeah, I can't tell because you can't see just their vision on this replay. Oh, actually, you can. I lied. Look at him. So he did see this expansion, but he also does not know what I'm doing at all. He sees a Templar Archives. That's it. He has no clue what I'm doing. He's in the dark, essentially. Now, this is my vision. I have absolutely no vision of him as well, but this is going to change that. Right now, I see a Hydra den in the making, so I was like, yeah, I feel a little safer with that, too. Because he's just looking like he's going to mass Hydra at this point. I mean, I see the Queen's Nest, but I didn't expect him to start building Queen. He actually starts parasiting me at some point of this game, and I do not recall how to. And there goes Raptor. I do not know how to recall... Oh, I can't talk right now. Once my, like, Della gets parasited, for instance, like, I don't know how to get rid of it for Protoss. Like, I know as a Terran, you can use a medic to restore him. So, do you have to just kill the unit that's parasited, or... let me know in the comments, because that would be information that would be great. But at this point, I have my third base up and saturated. At the moment. I mean, he's moving out right now with a pretty horrible army, but he split them up pretty good. I mean, these queens start harassing me pretty good. But yeah, he's on 2 bases and versus 3 of mine, so do the math. I have a better economy than him. I'm not spending my minerals, so I mean that will get better over time as well. But he eventually finds out my third is right here, so he starts killing it. Here I come, save the day. I'm gonna lay down a storm here as well. Help out. That's a pretty good storm by me, but killing 2 of my zealots was not cost efficient. So he comes over and tries to flank me, which I thought was a pretty smart move, get my army out of position. But my army is too powerful for him right now. He only has a +1 air base, so 1-1. I lay down another pretty decent storm that took care of that army right there. So at this point I was like, okay, that was all of his army, it had to be. So I spam the units here. Yeah, there they go. Maybe not. I thought I did at this point, but I know he has very little units to play with right now, and he's uploading or upgrading armor and weapon one at a time compared to my 2. So I'm gonna be maxed out before him, because at this point I have 1, and my 2-2 is gonna finish in, that's like maybe a minute, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, I already have the superior army than him right now, but he's just not taking a third. He's just hurtling in his base, you know. I don't know what he's doing. As a Zerg, I feel like you have to harass your opponent in the beginning of the game to get ahead at least a little bit, because him taking a expansion the exact same time I did was not good for him. The Zerg... Oh yeah, I had to kill this... I don't know what that noise is. I had to kill this pylon. Crap. Anyway, the Zerg normally expands probably a minute, minute and a half, maybe 2 ahead of an opponent, because they need to get a better economy early on, or else they're kind of screwed. Oh, excuse me. But here I go to harassing the ovaries a little bit. I see a 3rd hatch going down, so I realize he's trying to get more units to come out at a time. So I mean, I was like, at this point I had to go pretty soon. And here comes my armor. I think I move out in a few minutes after I get that armor. After units start coming. Right. Hey, he just keeps bumping out these Hydras. Just now getting a +2 attack, which it's a 1-1 at 14-10. That's a little late, but you know, like I said, I have a 2-2. I think I go for a 4th base here. I do right here. I just decided to bring it down here to get it out of the way a little bit. I didn't want him to scout a 4th base at this time. I'd rather keep that hidden from him. That way he feels like oh, he doesn't have a third base yet? Man, I could probably chill a little bit longer. Or, you know, maybe he'll get a third himself, who knows, but maybe hiding your third or fourth base would convince your opponent, hey, I got a little bit more time to, you know, fuck off, essentially. But here he comes to harass my probes again as I was heading out to attack him. So I just, you know, I send a control group over here just to deal with that. But, this is just about the time where I decide to attack. I don't think I have any high-tip moves. No, I don't. But yeah. So I just decided to follow these hydras, just flank on this side as well as attacking over here. Now, I do some pretty horrible micro with this armor there, but I needed to keep this alive so he cannot see most of my unit. He does have overlord. You can see both units. And here we go. As this battle engages, I had the upper hand to begin with, but at some point here, right here, I do lay down a pretty decent storm to get rid of most of his hydras. Where is it? But yeah, you just see my army eating up his with no problem. These moves are just tearing his army apart. At that point, the game was won right here for me. He was just trying to, he had lurkers buried somewhere trying to snipe my unit, but I didn't have detection, and that was my fault. I did not even think about getting any more observers. I do not know why. Yeah, here we're looking. He's upgrading the clicker ability right now. I mean, at this point, he just cannot see me. He has no overlords in sight. They're all up in space, but you see me being a dick and throwing these drones. Yeah, wow. He has 3,500 minerals and 2,500 gas. So, I mean, I'm doing a little bit better job with my spending, but yeah, see, look at this. Yeah, he's starting to parasite my units right here. And at this point, this is where I start storming to get rid of his lurkers. Yeah, I think I needed a couple more storms to get rid of them. And there's that. So there goes that lurker. So I do realize there's one more, but I know he can't do much splash damage with this kind of army. So I just decided to move up, and I think I get a great split. He didn't even GG me. I'm salty, but dope. But that is the game right there. If you guys enjoy me commentating over my replays instead of live commentary, I feel like I do better not talking during the game so I can concentrate better, and I feel like I can give you guys better commentary going over the replay and like kind of what's going through my head at a certain point. But anyway, if you guys do enjoy these kind of videos, please let me know in the comments. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.